Hello everybody, my name is Tobisatsu, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the second part of my physical media collection for 2025. So the first part had everything to do with my Tokusatsu and Kaiju collection. This is going to be essentially for everything else. So not going to hold you much longer, you kind of get the gist. Let's get moving. So we're going to start off with the 4Ks, go into the Blu-rays, and then DVDs, and everything else. So our first 4K is 1917. We have Akira. Steelbook for Alien Covenant. It was okay. Something with 10 that's kind of slimmed down. A personal favorite of mine, Annihilation. The Digibook for Aquaman. A fun kind of blockbuster. Avengers Infinity War. And my very disliked Avengers Endgame, which is just a very disappointing end to the series. And this was a Target exclusive that came with an additional little hardcover book. So it's a nice little piece. Not something I enjoy, but my girlfriend adores. This is the Barbie movie. Not like the worst thing ever, but just not my thing. The Batman. Still have to get to the Penguin show. I've heard that was really good. We have Bullet Train Steelbook. Really good film. Bumblebee. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Ghost in the Shell. Still have to open this. I saw this in IMAX a few years ago. It's a fantastic movie. I want to give it a rewatch at some point soon. We have the first It movie. In the movies with stickers, they came from a family video buyout when they were closing up shop here locally. Again, The Invisible Man on 4K. Sketch these. John Wick. John Wick Chapter 2. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Or Parabellum. Out of all of them, it's definitely my least favorite. The pacing is not too good in that film. And then the Steelbook for John Wick Chapter 4, which I really love this film. Such a fun watch. We have Joker. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. I got that super cheap. That's why this isn't 4K. Life, which I actually really do. I think that's a pretty good film. We have The Meg. The Mummy with Tom Cruise. This was way cheaper than the $4.99 they had it at. It's really not that good of a film. I want to watch it again at some point just to kind of see how bad it was. But Nightmare Alley, Guillermo del Toro. Love him. Really good film. Nobody, again, really good film. Really enjoy this. And then The Northman, which Again, Robert Eggers, absolutely fantastic director. Big fan of all of his work. I still have to watch The Witch, but the other three things that I've actually seen thus far, absolutely love it. Continuing forward, we have the 4K Steelbook for Oldboy, which is my favorite film of all time. Absolutely adore that film. Another fantastic movie, Parasite. Predator. We have the Shrek 4 movie collection. And honestly, I watched Shrek 2 with my girlfriend recently off this, and I'm not going to say it's a horrible set, but it's definitely not, I don't know, definitely a weird set to have on 4K. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'd like to get a steelbook for this at some point. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which again, really enjoyed that film. A little less than the first. The third is fantastic, so I'm really excited to get the third on steelbook. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Still have to get Across the Spider-Verse. A fantastic transfer, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie on 4K. About, I'd say 20 minutes before the movie ended, I had to switch to Blu-ray just because the 4K was giving issues in my Panasonic. But man, the color, everything, the change was noticeable. It's a fantastic transfer on that. Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I do not like this film. I hate this film. The reason I currently own it is because when, like I said, Family Video was dying, I bought out a bunch of films. My goal was to resell this. Haven't really had a chance to sell it. It's not worth a lot. So for now, it just stays. I just can't stand that movie. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is, again, another movie I don't want to say can't stand it, but I don't really enjoy it that much. My dad bought it for the the digital code, which he could have just bought in the movie digitally for much cheaper. But he bought for the code and gave it to me, so pretty cool. The Thing, fantastic movie. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I really enjoy this movie. Very funny. We have Venom. And then Venom, There'd Be Carnage, which is a sick steelbook. Love that steelbook. And then finally, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Alright, next up, we're going to go through my Blu-rays. But be sure also, if you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to leave a like and be sure to leave a comment if anything in specific sticks out to you, and I can give you more information on those titles. So to start here, we have a personal favorite of mine, 10 Cloverfield Lane. John Goodman's just fantastic in this. A Walk Among the Tombstones. Personal favorite comedy, The Blues Brothers. We have Crawl, which not a lot of people talk about, but I actually enjoy this quite a bit. Something I want to rewatch again at some point. We have The Dark Knight. Dracula. Steelbook here. Really nice. We have Dragon Ball Super Broly. This is, I was going to say, this is unopened. I wanted to watch this at some point, just never got around to opening it. So this is something in the future I most likely will sell off. Frankenstein against Steelbook. Guns Akimbo. Fun little film. Actually, I think too. No, okay. Certain releases, I believe, have him with the actual guns stuck to his hand. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Need to get the first and then even maybe the third. I think the first is the best out of the three, but I got this super cheap at a CVS. I believe it was. The Invisible Man, which is just an awesome movie. Really like this film. It, Chapter 2. Definitely not as good as the first film. We have the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy, which includes Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and then Jurassic Park 3. I gotta get a better casing for this, but this is a Jurassic World 10. I got this at FYE years ago for, gosh, I think it was like maybe $7. Probably because the packaging sucks ass, but this includes the Blu-ray and the DVD. We have Jurassic World Dominion. Horrible film. Horrible film, but have it to complete the collection. I'm not sure how long I'll have it for. The Lighthouse. Actually rewatched this a few days ago. Fantastic film. If you haven't watched this yet, I recommend it. It's very moody, very just engrossing. And fantastic performances from Dafoe and Pattinson. Lisa Frankenstein, which was honestly, it was something I was looking forward to last year, but it was one of my my bigger surprises. I'd recommend it if you haven't watched it yet. Memories of Murder, which is something I've been wanting to get to for a long time. Again, really liked Parasite. Heard this name floating around a lot in relation to that from the director, so really want to watch that soon. Got that with a Criterion sale from Barnes. And a film I love, Pan's Labyrinth. Love me some Del Toro. So we have the Porco Rosso steelbook. Very plain steelbook, but literally and then just in more ways than one. The Shrek Anniversary Edition. I got this for $3 at Five Below before I got the 4K set, so. Stop motion. Sleeper hit from last year. Highly recommend this if you're a horror fan. I know some people are mixed on it, but I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Straight Outta Compton. You have Taken. Taken 2. And Taken 3. And then we have the Bayformers 5-movie collection, which includes obviously the first, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. I really only like the first 3 films. I think Age of Extinction is fine, and The Last Night is horrible. Horrible movie. But I'd like to upgrade the first 3 movies into 4K at some point, and then probably get rid of that collection. And then finally for the Blu-rays, we have Uncut Gems. Really good film. Very fun Christmas Eve watch. Very shocking movie. Next up, we've got DVDs, and then we will cut into the TV shows. All right, essentially headed into the final stretch here. If you're still here, I highly implore you to subscribe. I've got plenty more content ideas coming up and videos that I want to make, so please stick around. Here we go into the DVDs. We have Aliens, Special Edition. Need to get this on at least Blu-ray at some point, but really fantastic film. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Girlfriend really likes this series, so bought that for her. Kung Fu Hustle, sleeper hit. I don't hear a ton of people talking about this. Very wacky film, but a very good film. And then finally, we have Pokemon, the first movie, which I've never watched, actually. My cousin gave this to me with a bunch of Legos many years ago. I've just had it in my collection. At some point, I want to give it a watch, though. I used to be a huge Pokemon fan. Still like the games somewhat, but the shows I kind of tapped out after Black and White. All right, so next up we got TV shows. For the only Blu-ray I have for a show, it's Knuckles, which a lot of people didn't like, but I really liked this a lot, actually. I thought they handled his dynamic with Wade really well, and I liked the screen time both the characters had. We have a few of these are sealed. Breaking Bad, Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. This one's a little beat up, but Season 4. And then finally, Season 5. Got all of these for $5 each. Even the ones that were beat up. I mean, even though they're beat up, to have that whole series for, what is it, $25? I think that's solid. I haven't even watched really past the first season. I really enjoyed what I watched, so I do want to actually binge through that at some point. We have Simpsons, the first season, with the rating on the front, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? We have The Simpsons, 4th season, which I got for a fairly good price, so very happy about that. And then the 6th season, yes, with the Homer head. This is a series that I'm slowly putting together. I'm only getting them for like the price of like $5 a set, if not maybe a tiny bit more. It's not something I'm in a rush to complete, so I'm not going to be paying like $20 a set or like $50 for the first 8 seasons like some people are looking for. So, you know. One more section to this video. I have the VHSs that I own, and then other editions of movies. Alright, so this last section, like I said, it's going to be VHSs and then just kind of oddball repeat releases. So my VHS collection is pretty tiny, but we have The Lost World, Jurassic Park. I got this in a lot with a bunch of kaiju VHS, so pretty cool. And then we have Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, which looks fantastic on a CRT. Obviously very dated, CGI otherwise, but it's a pretty cool watch overall. And like I said, finally, just some oddball additional releases. We have War for the Planet of the Apes with the Deadpool slip still sealed. I actually really like the Planet of the Apes trilogy, the modern trilogy. Something I really want to get at 4K at some point soon. Just been something I've been putting off until it's at a good price again. We have John Wick Chapter 4, an additional steelbook. I got a feeling I'll be selling this one off. I'm not as big a fan of this steelbook cover as I thought I was initially. Still like a nice cover, but it's definitely not my favorite. And it's only Blu-ray, so. And then one of my personal favorite pieces, we have the Target exclusive Joker exclusive packaging edition. I think this looks awesome. I love how that looks. And then one final piece that I have, a personal favorite piece too here as well, is this Old Boy tin. This is a DVD tin. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the company who put this out, so that's completely my bad. It comes with quite a few things. Jeez, excuse me. So this is a piece of film. Comes with the DVDs in here. Just in 3 separate little slips. Very cool. They're a pain in the ass to get back in. It comes with quite a bit, so pretty cool. I mean, it's a nice little set. It's a good display piece to have. Maybe at some point I'll make like a short going over what's included in this, but that is the old boy tin that I have. Again, one of my favorite pieces. But yeah, that'll wrap up the second part of my physical media collection. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you have any questions in relations to any of these products, or have any improvements I can make on my videos, be sure to leave a comment down below. And if you really enjoyed, be sure to subscribe. I've got plenty more ideas and videos coming your way. Again, I want to thank you all so much for watching. This has been Tobisatsu, and I hope that you have a great day.